Of course. Yeah, okay. Taros are not aggressive. I was gonna say, there's one other way that you could do this challenge without being a rogue in particular and still make Senny, and that would be by having a cramp card. So that would almost be a requirement to progress for some classes to find a cramp card, and of course cramps are fairly difficult to kill, so it'll be quite a while until you get money. So I think, for example, making a merchant class, I'm not sure if there is a way to do that, because you need Senny to turn into merchant. I don't know if there's a way for a merchant to make Senny. No, we'll fight the bear, we're not scared. He would take those down easily with our improved dodge. So we're gonna get one of that and then one in steel to get ourselves a little bit better chance. Maybe we can even kill those. Let's deal with the bat first. Okay, and we will steal from the egg, hoping to get a red gem. We did not. Okay. The problem here is all these bugs, of course, are gonna loot the drops. So I think we're gonna lure them over here. Let's find something to drop. I think a tooth of bat. Come here. Okay. The last thing I want to do is drop a red gem and then have a mob of like 10 bugs to deal with. One or two we should be able to deal with yeah. Not more than that. We're close to another job level, get some more steel levels. I think getting hide would be pretty good. If even though we can't hide from all monsters, we can at the very least de-aggro some monsters by using hide, which could be useful if we make any mistakes. Not a bat. Getting a concentration potion from a bat would be very nice too. We kind of have to hold on to those though, since they're gonna be fairly tough for us to get. I think the gem drop is about 5%, so on average that should be about, what, 20 kills? We are getting a lot of Frecon, which is nice. We'll need that for much later to do item upgrades. let's see. We'll drop a bat tooth here. We'll drop one here. Come on. One here. One here. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I guess that's fine. We can handle 3 bugs at least, so that's good to know. We do have our red potions in worst case too. Where does this go? Dead end with a spider web. Beautiful. Just gonna kill a few extra. It would be nice to get a little level up here. Restore our SP and we can steal a little bit more. There's another one. Ooh. Got a little slotted ribbon. Well, isn't that nice? It gives us what? 1 whole defense. Great. And some magic defense, which actually is not too shabby here. Since in general we can flee. We will be able to anyways later on. We should be able to flee most physical damage, but magic damage, obviously we cannot flee, so having a little bit of MDef is not bad. Okay, still no red gem. Okay, I like bats now. Kind of want that Fracken, but I also don't want to fight all those bugs. And we got another one anyways. Let's see, we got 173 Sunny spare. We might be able to upgrade our weapon. Oh, nice, we got the red gem. Alright, let's get out of here. Although, 3 slotted main gouge, I think we might want to save that till we get something better. We might try and go get a Damascus or a stiletto is probably more obtainable for us. think those are from the grown-up desert wolves, which we should be able to reach from Morok, I believe. Alright, I'll say goodbye to the culverts. We will probably be back here at some point, I'm sure. But for now, we will say goodbye until we are a rogue. Okay, so now we need to get to... we need to go home to Morok. Alright, let's see. We can go south and south, I think. There is a vocal I just saw on the map, one south. That is the only aggressive mob. So we will take the chance, I think. So we don't have to go through Prontera. Okay, and I am gonna hit this poop. I can't help it. I want to get a pooper card. Getting a pooper card, which is another extra 700 HP, would be huge for our survivability. Ooh, jacket, nice. We will put that on. Yeah, especially on Ironman, I think Poopa card is probably one of our top priorities. I wonder if we should just, while we're here, if we should just try and farm a Poopa card. It would be quite the ways to walk, though. I'm thinking for the best map. Yeah, let's spend a little bit of time here. We'll do a time lapse, I think. Can I go through here? Yes, I can. We'll do a little time lapse of Poopa farming and see if we can get a card. And hopefully avoid that. See, that's the risk with the Poopas. If they transform into a creamy while we're punching them and we're not paying attention, then we end up hitting the creamy, which in turn will hit us and probably kill us. So there is some risk involved in doing this, but I think the reward of actually getting a Poopa card would be probably one of the best upgrades that we can get at this stage in the game. So yeah, we'll take the chance. Alright, you know what, I think it is worth doing the walk to Geffen to get on the best Poopa map and actually stay there and farm a Poopa card. Because yeah, that extra 700 HP, even though the armor we're gonna put it in is probably gonna be something garbage. I feel like we're gonna need it to be able to do some more risky things. So yeah, that will be the challenge for today, is to farm a Poopa card, which at this rate we're doing it is probably gonna take quite a lot of hours. So that'll be the next challenge. We'll try and farm a Poopa card, and then we will head back to our homeland of Morok and finish up the sorry, I got distracted by the message here. None of those maps are maps that we're on. And we're gonna finish up the fifth quest, fifth training quest, and then we'll take it from there. I think we can probably start working on our platinum skills after that. I think we're going to be high enough job level where gonna start being able to complete some of them. Most of them are going to have item gathering requirements, so that should keep us busy for a while. Let's see, I hear a poopa, I don't see a poopa. It's the tricky part with this map. Maybe it's up here. Yeah, he was. Okay, well, we'll be walking to Geffen here. There shouldn't be any aggressive mobs, thankfully, on the way there. So we'll walk to Geffen. We'll go to north of... oh my god, I thought that was a card. We'll go to north of Geffen and start farming poopas for the next X amount of hours. All right. I'll see you there.